Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the November 20th, 2024 special called normal called. Thank you. Welcome to the November 20th, 2024 work session of the McMinnville City Council. I'd like to call the meeting to order at 7:03 p.m. and hand this over again to our city manager, Jeff Towery, to present.
Thank you, Mayor, members of the council. This work session is to bring the council up to speed on the status of council priorities that you adopted in a goal setting and team building session last January-ish. Can't remember if it was January or February now. What we've presented to you, first of all, apologies that it got to you very late. I do not expect you've been able to read the 35 pages that we emailed out to you earlier today. What we have included is the first version of the city manager's quarterly report, which was issued in mid-September. We're actually working on the December version of that. And so sometime in the next 3 to 4 weeks, you'll see the next quarterly report. There are narrative descriptions of the status of each of the council priorities included in that report from September. We have also included a set of report forms that the consultant Julia Novak worked with the executive team to design, and we have provided additional detailed status reports on the council priorities in those spreadsheets. We've also included, for part of this packet, the second version of the quarterly financial report, which we distributed to you about a week or so ago, I think, and hopefully you've had a chance to read that. The purpose of tonight's goal setting session, in addition to presenting all of this information to the public, is to get your feedback on any formatting or content issues that you would like to see us address. Again, given the volume of information that's in front of you tonight, I'm not going to walk you through 35 pages of a document or through any of the spreadsheets. It feels like that's sort of cruel, especially since we're split and they're tough to read on screen anyway. But just wanted to have that information presented to you in the public format. And particularly if you've had a chance to review the previous quarterly financial reports and the previous quarterly report, if you've got comments on either the format or the content or the kind of information that we provided, we'd be happy to take that feedback from you. If you've had a chance to review some of the material that we sent out just earlier, and you have questions or comments about that, feel free to raise those questions, and we'll do our best to either answer them tonight or get back to you in a subsequent correspondence. Yes, yeah, for sure. Anytime you have comments, we're happy to take them. The quarterly, again, the next quarterly report from me is due in a couple of weeks. And so any questions or comments you have, we should probably be able to address those in the next update. And then the project spreadsheets, those are really living documents, and we can answer questions and make changes to those just as we go along, and we'll continue to update those and then also point you to them so that you can review them at your leisure. And I see Councilor Chenoweth has a question.
Thank you. Councilor Chenoweth.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. Not a question, just a comment. The format is pretty easy to digest, except for pages 14 through page 25. So I don't know if there's a way. I mean, I did spread it across 3 monitors and eventually got it to something that I could see all at one time and try to understand. So I don't know if there's a way to better make those charts available, but just kind of a throw out there. If there is a way, that would be great. If not, I understand.
Thank you.
Bigger monitors.
For the record, that was not the city manager responding, Councilor.
I recognize the voice.
I like the format. I like that you called out the specific goal and then put all of the action items Below it, I appreciate the focus on each department as well. And while I haven't had a chance to, read through all of it, being able to see bullet pointed accomplishments and know that that's what we will be reading through does feel like it makes it easier to know, understand, and share. So more later, maybe, but maybe not.
I just like to make a point in thanking you for these quarterly reports. I mean, this has been something that I think we've kind of hoped for a long time, and it's nice to start getting them. So thank you very much to you and to your staff.
Any additional comments? And I guess, Mr. Towery, I would ask, even though there's 35 pages and you're not going to walk us through everything, is there anything on these accomplishments that you would specifically like to highlight or call out from your department or others?
So I just appreciate the support from the members of the executive team and other staff that are moving these significant projects forward. I guess I would remind the council and the public that of the several goals that the council identified, the single goal that had everybody's sticker on it was the Community Parks and Rec project. We've had a lot of conversation about that just over the last week or so. It's a great multi-department project, and want to especially call that team out for continuing to wrangle a really complex project, and more to come on that in the next couple of weeks. But I think we've made meaningful progress on all of the council's priorities, or maybe all but one. And so appreciate your support and the confidence for the team moving forward.
Excellent. We did have contract move forward at Water and Light last night. Miller property. The Miller property moved the work on sorry, I didn't mean to be not speaking clearly into the mic. There was also momentum on this last night at the McMinnville Water and Light meeting, in which the property acquisition will now be coming to the council. I think it's the same price. I can't remember if the price has moved. If it has, Mr. Tower, you could answer that.
Think it hasn't moved unless the commission made an edit to it last night.
No, I
Okay,
don't,
where?
it didn't move I think even as the other details went through, the determination was it did not make sense for both entities to invest in another appraisal, even though quite a bit of time had gone by, and especially since the sentiment was we're going to meet in the middle. And so that's basically what stuck. Very good. And unless anyone has anything else, it's 7:11 and meeting is adjourned.